All right, we're back. It's day 8. It's lower body mobility. I'm Shane.
I'm Alice.
And what's mobility all about? What we're trying to work on today is slowing stuff down. We're going to hold a lot of positions. So it's not like we're doing squats and lunges and all that sort of stuff. We're going to try and find positions that help us to open up our hips, ease the tension in our lower back, and help work with our knees. So we're going to do 60 seconds of each exercise. 60 seconds of each exercise. And then we'll have a 30-second breather. And we're going to take our time today. We're going to take our time. We're not going to sweat loads. Well, you might sweat loads, but it's not like 100 miles an hour. In fact, it's the opposite. We're slowing everything down. So we'll take the exercises one by one, and then we'll advance them as we get through the session. Here's your first exercise. It's just a little walkout. So walkouts you might be used to if you're in the gym. You kind of hands to your feet, you crawl all the way out, you come back in. Today I want you to get really wide with your feet, and I want you to focus on your heels being super glued into the ground. They don't move. Your heels don't come off the floor. So you're super wide, and then you're going to just take your hands, and what you want is for your hands to reach and 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 get towards the floor. If they don't get all the way, that's fine. But if you can get all the way down, palms to the floor, you stay low, and then really slowly you just lean forwards and you extend it out. And then important, on the way back in, your knees start to bend, your bum doesn't go up in the air, and you push yourself back in right into this really low kind of natural squat position. That's your first exercise. We got a minute on the clock. Take your time with this. There's no rush. There's no panic. We got 60 seconds. We're in. Real wide feet. Sit down super, 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 super low. And then walk all the way out. Hello, Alice.
Hello.
She's in the way.
You're in my way.
And then walk all the way back
My
in.
stage.
Knees, stay low, all the way back in. You're staying as low as you can as you walk back in. So it's not a rush. It's not a panic. And you'll feel it. Immediately you'll feel it right in your hip flexors. Take your time, slow everything down today, 25 seconds. And then what you want to make sure is that you're pushing your weight back into your heels. And then you walk all the way back out again. 15 seconds, might get one more in, Alice. Plank position, walk it back, knees bend, knees bend, knees bend, knees bend, knees bend. You're pushing back into your heels. Remember, one more, 5, got 4, got 3, got 2, got 1. You can shake it out if you wish. Next exercise like a high lunge. So you're going to start in that plank position. Your hands come narrow. So your hands come super narrow, and they have to be underneath your chest. If they're out here, you can't do this exercise. Hands underneath your chest. Step your left foot wide. Just stay there. And then halfway through, we'll take it to the sky if we have the flexibility. Find yourself in a plank position. We're ready to go. Let's go, Alice. Now, plank position. Everything's on top of your wrists. Slowly take your left foot, drive it outside. Hold. Don't go anywhere. Just breathe, and you should feel it all the way inside. You're just holding that position. And then we're going to take it all the way up to the sky in 3, 2, 1. Take it to the sky. Now, if you're not that flexible, drop that back knee just onto the floor. Push forwards. If you can do it, keep that knee a little bit off the floor and just hold and breathe. 25 seconds. Hold and breathe. If you need to take breaks, just drop the knee, take a breath, come back in and go again. 15 seconds. Let's try and hold it. 15 seconds. Let's try and hold it. Come on, breathe. 10 seconds. Breathe. Steady and slow and consistent. Stay with it for 3, for 2, for 1, release, come back down onto all fours, shake everything out. We're going to do the exact same thing on the right side. Hands underneath your chest, they have to get there. If you need to keep your knee on the floor to step all the way out, then do it. That's where we go. 10 seconds we start. If you're in your breather, 10 seconds we start. You can start with your knee on the floor, that will make it easier. But work towards getting it off. Minutes on the clock. Hands on, plank position, step in. If you're not that advanced, knee to the floor, step in. Then lift that knee and hold. Hold. 5 seconds we lift to the sky. Get ready. We go in 3, 2, 1. Slowly lift yourself up. Eyes to the sky. Breathe and hold. Hold. Don't go anywhere. When you need the break, take a knee for a second. Take a little breather. Stay low on it, Alice. Come back in. Go again. 25 seconds. Breathe. 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 See how upright. You want to stay upright. You don't want to lean forwards on this thing because we're trying to push the pressure down towards the floor. Last 10 seconds. If you're in and you're not going anywhere. 7. Got 6. Got 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Breathe. Relax. We're going to take it up onto our feet. Now, this is kind of like, people call them different things. I always feel like it feels like a one-leg deadlift. So you're going to stay on your left foot. Your right foot is going to kick behind you. So give yourself some space behind. And here's where you're going to go. Eyes always forward on one point. You're going to lift your right heel. Lift it, lift it, lift it. I'm doing nothing with my upper body. I just lift and I lift and I lift and I lift as much as I can. And I try to hold it. And then I can come back in. So nice and slow, we go up and down, but everything gets led. Everything gets led by that back heel. Stand, left foot on the floor, let's go. Lift your right heel, lift it. Lift it, straight line, lift it. And if you only get to here, that's fine. Hold it for 2 or 3 seconds, and then slowly dictate the pace with this leg. If you can get all the way to the floor, balance, do it. Touch, and then stay straight on the way back up. 30 seconds. Take your time. You're only going to have enough time to do 3 or 4 of these in a minute. It takes about 15 seconds to get it done. So you're slow. Slow. Lift that heel. Lift it. Lift it. Lift it. Other hand is out for balance. Lift it. Touch. And then slowly come back in. You got 10 seconds. If you think you have time to do another one, then get at it. And if you don't, you can break through. In the little break, you can finish off that extra rep. Got 3, got 2, got 1. If you're still going, finish that full rep. Come back in. We're going to do the exact same thing on the opposite leg. Right foot stays there. The only thing you focus on is picking one point on the floor to look at and then lifting your left heel. Lift it, lift it, lift it, lift it. If you only get here, that's fine. Hold it for 2 or 3 seconds and then come back in. We're in it. Let's go. We're in it. Let's go. Lift, 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 lift. If you can get to the floor, you'll really feel that stretch. Hold for a couple of seconds and then come all the way back up. What you may have realized already in this class is that you are better balanced on one leg than the other.
Yep.
Welcome to the club. That's everybody on the planet that's above 5 years old. We lose it. As kids, we're perfectly balanced. We can do anything. We can turn around, balance on one leg. And then as adults, we just get used to like this. I walk forwards. I walk back. I walk up. I walk down. We get imbalanced. But we're fixing that today. 20 seconds left. That'll give you enough time to get 1 rep in easily, maybe 2. You can cheat it and finish off the rep. Easy. Easy. Hold it for a second or 2. And then come back up slowly. You got 5, got 4, got 3, 2, 1. If you're still in the rep, keep going. You have time. Next exercise is a chair. You start hip width apart. You take your hands all the way up in the air. Weight stays in your heels and you try to sit low. Low. Now some of you may only get here. That's fine. Hold it for as long as you can and come back up. Some of you may be able to force this thing all the way down, but your knees never go beyond the line of your toes. Hands always a straight line to your hips. You got 60 seconds in chair. You hold it as long as you can. Let's go. Knees bend slightly. Stand tall. Hands in the air. Now sit your bum back as low as you can. And what you're trying to do is make sure that this doesn't happen, that your hands stay above, everything stays straight, and you just sit there. You just hold it and you breathe. And you breathe and you hold it as low as you can, no one else. The reason you do a mobility class is to see how mobile you are. It's not to cheat it. Especially when you're watching on YouTube. No one can see you. Do it properly. 20 seconds. Knees don't travel beyond the line of your toes. Sit back, Alice. That happens when you get tired. You breathe it. 10 seconds left. If you need a breather, you take it and you come back in. Today is about challenging the muscles in a different way. Different way. Stay tall, Alice. Stay tall. And take your breather. Take your breather. Right. Shaking everything off. Remember where we started class? We started in that like real deep position down here, right? Real deep position. I want you to get back into it. Get really, really, really deep. Hands on the floor. And then trying to keep your hands or your fingers, if you're not that flexible, exactly where they are. Try to stand up. And then let your head go in between your shoulder blades. Come all the way back down. Use your hands for balance. And let's get into it for 60 seconds. Straighten your legs. Your toes point out a little. Your toes point out a little. That'll help you keep you balanced. And your legs get really, really, really wide. And then you touch down. And then you just straighten. Head in between your shoulder blades. You should feel it right in here. Hamstrings, as you straighten, you should really feel it. And those fingertips, they stay connected to the ground all the way through. We stand up. And we sit all the way back into it. We stand up, 25 seconds. Come on. And then we're all the way back into it. Easy. 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 Sit back in. Head comes up. Stand back up. Head goes down. Stay with me for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Last one, my favorite one. Little baby kind of rock and squat. Now, feet go super wide. Feet go super wide. Plant them mega, mega, mega wide. And then you're just going to rock, right? You get used to rocking. Easy. Rock. And then if you can, use your hands. Get yourself up into that low squat position and back down. Roll it. Use your hands and get all the way back up there. If you think you can do it with no hands, that's on you. But everybody else, just rock it and then use those hands, even if it's slow, to get up and back down. Rock. See the way I rock backwards? So you really have to rock backwards. And then the weight is in your heels as you come up. The weight is in your heels. Yes, Alice. So funny story, Alice is the least coordinated person that I've ever met in my life. She might headbutt the television in a second. But she can do it. Which means you might be able to too. Rock back. Use your hands. Use your whole forearms to get them on the ground if you need it. Up, back down, roll, rock. Use your hands for 20 seconds. This is the last exercise. Then we repeat them all again. That's it. That's all we're doing today. Come on. 10 seconds, Alice. You haven't broken anything yet. Yes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. We're going straight back into that walkout. It's everything that we've just done again. Feet go super wide. Hands go low. We stay low. We crawl out. We stay low. We crawl in. We're in 15 seconds. Should feel it. You should feel some freedom in your hip flexors already. We go in 7, in 6. Get low, Alice. Feet down, heels down. Walk it out slowly and walk it back in. And if you feel like you're comfortable with this now, if you feel like you're comfortable, you can speed up. You can get more reps in. It's just not the point of the class. The point of the class is to do everything really, really, really well and with real, proper control. Keep that bone a bit lower, Alice. Knees bend on the way back. Everything stays low. Push back into your heels. Push back into your heels. Perfect. Perfect. 30 seconds left. Easy, 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 easy. And if you think you have it, if you think you can bring some heat, that's on you. If that's the class you need, go for it. If not, keep it nice and slow. Coming on 15 seconds, we're almost there. Get real low. 15 seconds left. Let's go. We walk it out. We're in. We walk it back in. Knees stay low. Most important bit, your back and your heels. You got 5. You got 4. You got 3. You got 2. You got 1. You walk it out into that plank. Hands underneath your chest. Left foot outside and you hold. If you can't make it from plank, that's fine. Go from all fours, take that foot outside, and then just lift. It's the same thing. Take a little breather for now, unless you want to practice that. Take a little breather. We still have a little under 7 seconds left.
Ooh.
So if you're not that flexible, knee bends. If you are that flexible, you're right there. And we got 60 seconds in and hold. 60 seconds. Left foot outside of your left hand. Hold. Hold. Keep that knee off the floor. Hold. 5 seconds. We're going to lift for the sky, and we're going to keep our hips down. In 3, in 2, in 1. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Hands lift. Try not to do this. See what I've just done? Try not to do that. You got to keep that knee bent. You got to keep the pressure pushing slightly towards the ground. And then we get tall. And then we're able to breathe. And if you need your break, take a knee. Shake it off if you need. 20 seconds. Come back in. Told you it's not easy. It's just different. It's not better. It's just different. It's not worse. It's just different. We've got 7 seconds. Hold it with me. Hold it with me for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Come back in. Shake it off. Go on all fours. Give yourself the breather. And we go on the right side. We go on the right side. Hands in the middle. If you're less flexible, knee stays down, foot comes out. If you're more flexible, you get into plank, you step, and you hold. We're there in 10 seconds. If you want to practice that, do it now. We're ready to go in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. Foot by your hand, hold. Foot by your hand, hold. Breathe. Breathe. Knee off the floor. It is different today. That is for sure. 5 seconds we lift to the sky.
Woo.
In 3, in 2, in 1. Slowly lift, 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 lift. Eyes up, hands up. Breathe, breathe. Keep the weight centered, right in the middle. Right in the middle. When you need your break, take it. 25 seconds. Hands back up. Lift that knee again. Let's go. The higher you come, the easier it is. The lower you try to push, the more difficult this gets. And you just go what you can do for your flexibility. Stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. Stay. Stay. 10 seconds, breathe it out. Breathe. For 3, for 2, for 1. Rest. Rest, 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 rest. We stand up. We're into those little one-leg deadlifts. Windmills, one-leg deadlifts, whatever you want to call it. Only thing to remember, is that your right heel starts to lift, and then your body will go as a result. It doesn't have a choice. You're not trying to round out to the floor. You'll lose balance. You lift, you lift, you lift, you lift. Pick a point on the floor in front of you. That's where you're going to. 3, 2, 1. Once you get to the bottom of the rep, you hold for a couple of seconds, and then you lead it with that back foot all the way through. Watch, Alice is going to kick the television in about 2 reps time.
Need a bigger room.
You need a bigger room. She's at it. So take your time, and the exercise gets led by that back heel. It gets led by that back heel. That's what you think about, is lifting that. You never, ever, 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 ever think about your lower body doing anything here. Or your upper body doing anything here.
I was going to say.
Your upper body does nothing. Your lower body does everything. You lift that heel, you hold for a couple of seconds. And it's okay if your knees are a little bit bent or you're not perfect. We're not. That's fine. That's why we're doing the class, to work on it, to make ourselves stronger. This is good stuff. We got 8. We got 7. If you need more time to finish the rep, then you have it in 3, 2, 1. Shake it off if you finished. Finish the rep. If you haven't, we're doing the exact same thing on the opposite leg. It's a bit different.
I thought it was going to be easy. It's not.
No, it's different. Different. It's not easy. It's not difficult. It's just different. That's all it is. 15 seconds, we're going on the opposite side. You're thinking about your right heel. Is that right? Left heel. Whichever. Opposite heel. Whichever one you weren't on. That's what you're doing. You lift it. You lift it. You lift it. We're on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're in it. Let's go. Slow and controlled. Don't dare get fast with this. And then when you get to the bottom of the rep and that heel is high, then you stay there and you pause and you take one big breath in and one big breath out. And then you come back to center slowly, slowly, slowly. Go on, Alice. Nice. Perfect. Touch, 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 touch. Hold for 3, for 2. And then you come back up nice and slow, nice and controlled, nice and easy. This is different. Don't worry. What day are we on tomorrow? Oh, core day. Oh, core day's not so bad. Yeah, that'll be okay. Full body day. That's the one we're going to be working towards, and this is going to help. We're thinking of those lunges with the presses and those thrusters. All of this is making those little muscles, those stabilizers a little bit stronger so we don't get injured, we don't get hurt, and we can get stronger with those. We go 3, we got 2, we got 1. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're going to go into that chair, and then we're going to go into that little foldy thing, and then we're going to rock this thing out. Chair, stay tall. What you don't want to have happen is that as you go, your chair looks like this, and you're sitting into it. That's not what we're doing. We're trying to work on our flexibility. No one's watching, so don't care about how low you can go. Pick a point, stay there. Let's get into it in 3, in 2, in 1. Stay tall with your upper body. You're really feeling like everything in the world wants to push your lower body that way or your upper body that way, but you're really trying to come this way. You're really trying to come this way and stay tall. Yes, Alice. Perfect. A little bit narrower with those feet, a little bit narrower. So it's not a squat. You're like hip width apart. Hands up. Sit down into it. Everything stays aligned. And then when you need to, you just slowly come back up. Take a breath and then come back into it again. Pushing your bum backwards. Your knees never want to go that way. Ever, ever, ever. Heels cemented into the ground. 15 seconds. Come on. Nice, Alice. Stay tall. Doesn't matter how low you go, because if we keep doing it, you will just get lower because you're going to get better. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay with me. We got 2 more exercises left. That natural squat. Take it wide as you can get. Take your hands. Sit your bum back. Palms down if you can. Fingertips if not. And then from there, we're just going to straighten. Let your head tilt all the way under so you can see what's back there. I can see my golf clubs right in there. Look at them. And then you sit all the way back up and you lift that chin. We go in 3, 2, 1. Slowly lift it. Extend. Feel the extension just above your knees at the back. Sit back into it. Feel it in your hips. Stand back up. Feel it in your hamstrings, your calves. Sit back down. And same thing, if you think you have this, you can just start to speed up just a little bit. Just a little bit. 35 seconds. Easy. Heels stay down, though. Your heels have got to stay down. Do not ever, ever, ever let your heels come up, because then you're losing it all and you're not getting any more flexible and you're not getting any more mobile. You're just cheating this, and that's not what we want today. You can cheat Friday a little bit, but not this one. Come on. 15 seconds, Alice. Nice and controlled. Heels are super glued to the carpet. I love it. 10 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Breathe, breathe, breathe. For 3, for 2, for 1. We're there. We're into that rock and squat, and we are done. Feet go wide. Rock back. Just even if you get to there, that's fine. Even if you get to there and you fall back, that's fine. Use your hands. Get them to the floor. And if you think you can, do it without your hands, even better. But if you need your hands, get there, plant them on the floor, and then use them to get yourself up into that low squat position. We got a minute. This is it. We're on this. Let's go. We got a minute. This is it. We're on it. Let's go. Nice. Feet stay wide. Feet stay wide. Feet stay wide. And if you need your hands, please, I beg you, use them. Make sure your heels are down on the floor when you come up, and you're going to get tired. So either take a break, take a few seconds and come back in, or start to use those hands, because they'll help. And really what we want to do is come up into that dynamic position there, into that low one. 25 seconds, we're done. We're stretching. It's easy. Come on. Come on. 20 seconds. Yes, Alice.
Woo!
Come on, team. Let's get mobile. That's the Dua Lipa remix, yet to be released.
Oh, God.
Got 7. Got 6. Got 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Rest. Easy. Different. Not the same. But it's good for us. That's a nice little breather in this 30x challenge. Something a little bit with different intensity and a different focus. Tomorrow's core day. You're going to need weights for that one. Slightly more rotational, kind of moving, multi-directional core day than just planks and crunches. In fact, there's not really any planks much at all. That's the good news. Core day tomorrow if you got to run, if you're staying for the stretch. We're at it right now. So it's a little different, right? A little different. We'll probably do another couple of those before we finish this challenge just to keep things a little interesting and save us, right? Because working out for 30 days is difficult and sometimes you just need to take that little breather and do something different. So anyway, let us know in the comments whether you like mobility day or not. Right, get stretched. Just take a knee. That's all you have to do is take a knee. Try to keep about 90 degrees there and just a little open. You'll see that my back leg is just a little open. I'm not driving it forwards. That's not what we're into. We stay nice and planted. We lift, and if you want to get an added stretch, you just take it up. So you feel like this hip is pushing a little forwards, but there's not really much pressure in this knee. Just stay there. Easy. Hip flexors tend to work a lot. Ab day, they work a lot. Leg day, they work a lot, and then they never really get looked after. And that's kind of the point of today, is to make them work a little under controlled circumstances. Hopefully they work better. All right, sit back down onto your ankle, reach down, try to touch toes if you can. If you can't, sit on your ankle, run your hands all the way down as far as you can, and just sit on it, breathe. Toe pulls in towards you. Toe pulls in towards you if you can. Nice. Hold it for 3, for 2, and 1. Come back up onto all fours, switch sides, right knee down. Left foot forward. This one stays more or less at 90 degrees and your back knee goes a little bit further back. Push this back one forwards into the floor and then take your hands all the way up. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. Core day tomorrow. Lots of twisting, lots of turning. We're going to try and use a weight anyway. It doesn't have to be heavy. That's what we're getting into. But before that, sit back down, try to reach as far as you can, all the way down. Once you're stretching, you always want to breathe. Everybody kind of holds their breath when they start to stretch, like, oh my breath, I'll reach. You have to breathe, you have to get blood rushing through, you have to get oxygen rushing through the blood. That's how it works. Hold it for 3, for 2, and 1, come back up onto all fours. Now what I really want you to do is take that right foot in. Take it across your body. So you're into this little thing. So you're trying to keep a nice straight line across there. All of the outside of your shin is on the floor. And if you're not that flexible, you're going to have to bend your knee up. A little V shape. And if you're super flexible, which I'm not, you'll keep it as straight as you can and just fall forwards on top of it. I'm always really jealous of people that can do this with that like dead straight, super straight leg.
Yeah.
One day, that will be us. Hold it for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly step up, pull the left leg in, try and get it up as much as you can. I'm way more flexible on my right leg than I am my left. And then sit all the way down on top of it. Breathe, breathe all the way. Breathe. Hold it for 3, hold it for 2, hold it for 1, and slowly, slowly, slowly come out of it. All right, here's where I want us to go. Almost like where we started this class. I want you to push back into your heels and get your elbows right inside your knees. Then lean lean all the way forward. So sit low into it, elbows inside, press away a little, lean all the way forwards. And don't try and force anything. Just let the weight of your body open up those hips. So you're resting them right on top of your elbows. That's what's keeping them apart. And that's all you do. You just let your body rest on top of it and you breathe to allow the oxygen to get into your bloodstream. And breathe. For 3, for 2, for 1. Push back into your heels. Hands to the floor. Stand up slowly and stay as low as you can. Stay as low as you can. Relax that head. Sway right side, left side, right side, left side. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Keep that sway going as you round out for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Stand up, shake everything off. Then all I want us to do, nice and loosely, super loosely, just kind of kick that leg, kick that one, a bit like Oompa Loompas. Just kick them nice and loose. So no tightness, right? You don't want to like be stiff and lift it. Nice and loose. Just let it kind of get out there. Let it fall back in itself. Lift it, lower it, lift it. Oompa Loompa doopity doo. Then go the opposite way. Just kind of kick it forwards. Kick it forwards nice and loose. Nice and loose, nice and loose. If you get good, you can kind of sway it and just kick it, sway it and just kick it, sway it and just kick it. And then last one, just kick towards your bum. Nice and loose, seem not like that stiff, kind of moving around, shaking everything off, easy. 3 more kicks, 2 more kicks, last kick, 1 more, bang. We're done. Mobility day is done. Well done. You killed it. Tomorrow we're on for core day. You're going to need a weight for that. Any weight will do. It doesn't have to be a crazy heavy weight. Something you can kind of hold and rotate and twist with. That's where we're on. Core day, day 9. See you tomorrow.